Welcome back, everybody! Welcome back, guys. And as you can see, we are in the process of getting things done again. So, like I said in the previous video, we are going to be constructing these 3 warehouses. It's going to be really quickly done. It's going to be really quickly done. And that way we can move on to new business buildings and everything. And you'll see this one here isn't being done, and that is because it is an important building and I need to construct it very nicely. I don't know how I'm going to construct it, but I'm going to. Anyway, I have the floor plan for the most part, kind of general indicators, and then we've got the wall colors kind of picked out, as well as for the most part, the exterior. I'm not sure on this one. I might do something weird with it, but we're gonna go and construct all of that up, and then I will see you guys in a moment. So some of you guys might be asking, Rosie, we haven't seen you be doing this in a while with the stone wall in between. And that is true. Actually, none of those buildings over there have insulation in between the walls. And that is because they don't need insulation. If they need insulation, they would have it. But because of what these warehouses are, this is a food warehouse, and that is a lumber warehouse, then they are going to need insulation. So, yeah, that's why they have insulation in between the walls and the outer wall. Let's get this tour started! Alright. So, what we got here is all the outsides. I'm going to take you on the outside, just show you guys what it looks like, and then we'll go on the insides. But these are the 3 warehouses that we built. I like them. I think that they turned out rather well. And this is just mostly to give you guys variations as to what you could potentially do with simple, little things that make buildings different from one another. And some buildings are older than the new stylistic choices of a district, and so how do you accommodate those buildings, and what do you want them to look like? And also, I was just kind of tired of, having to do a stone exterior, which we will be moving on from very, very soon. Inside this warehouse, we have the wool and textiles plants warehouse, whatever. Full of all the colors, as you can see. And we have the textiles over here that you can utilize. And we have, even in order to get these into place, we have a mechanical machine that moves all the pallets around. So that's pretty cool. These guys have gotten some technology. I'm thinking that this is like one of the main exports, and that's why they have so much money, in order to have a technology aspect to this place. But we come over here, and it is not the only kind of technology. We also have some pistons in place holding some logs for our lumber warehouse. It is not a lumber mill, it is just a warehouse where they store all the wood, but it is a fabulous one. So we got some pallets full of planks, we've got some stripped logs, we've got some non-stripped logs. We have some cranes over here, and then we have some barrier walls in case the logs start to fall. Hopefully they wouldn't, but there is potential that they could. And if you look up here, we have some trapdoors, and that is because these roofs are movable. So we have the one side that is closed, and then you would take these weights basically and carry them over and put them into their little placeholders here, like you can see with these guys, and that would hold the trapdoors in place, and then you would just restore it once you were finished placing the logs inside. And in order for us to get up there, we needed a ladder. So we've got some ladders that are thankfully not most human, like you would have to jump up to get to it, but you know. And then we've got ladders on the roofs as well, so yeah. And then we come to our last building. So here we are. We have a nice little corkboard for any notifications. We have some kennels over here for cats, dogs, or rabbits. Small animals. Any, like, yeah, just small animals would be put in here. This is a temporary place for them. It's not a long term. But they do have a little pen that they can come out and play with, you know, little balls or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with them. And then we come over here to the office, and we have an office with a window open, and the sun is rising, and we've got some seating, and we have a medicine cabinet, and we have a gun cabinet, just in case anything gets too injured. Always have to have, like, one in case, but it is a locked gun cabinet, so there you go. We have some food kept in barrels and some hay that is just left out. And then we have some nice little seats. I love these seats. And they just, you know, when you're done with the day, you just come up here and you enjoy a nice drink or something, and you know, just chill. Or if you're on a break or something, just come up here and chill and relax and everything, and it'll be all okay. We have down on the downstairs, we have some pens for things like sheep or something. Some animals, just you know, just a holding pen probably. Over here we have some wheelbarrows. We got some. In here we have some cots and mattresses. Mattresses is what we have, mostly. Maybe those are cots as well. You tell me. But in the case of needing quarantine, people would be put back here, and then they would be quarantined for whatever duration. You'd hang a curtain from here. But in the time that you aren't being quarantined, this acts as a horse stables. Yeah, it sucks to be quarantined, and I will say that people being quarantined within their own homes was a blessing, and you know, they didn't have to go anywhere, and they could just self-quarantine in their homes, which is nice. Much more nicer than being put into a place that you are not familiar with or whatever. But we have trap doors, and we have that allow us to throw a hay bale down for the horses, and the horses are able to eat, and they just, you know, replenish the supply fairly quickly. And if we come over here, and I like the lighting for all of this. It's really nice to have, like, some of it is exposed and others of it isn't. It all just depends, mostly. But I do believe that does it for us on this build, and we will be finishing it off. with our last and final warehouse, the only actual reason why we were building all the warehouses in the first place was this particular warehouse, which is where Zakir stays during his time in the Kingdom of Soul. So that's, we just sigh and move on. Sigh and move on. But that's going to do it for the episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and support lately. And if you are feeling up to it, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And if you like the video, hit a like. And otherwise, stay rosy in the darkness.